Hello and welcome back to the Consistory of the Coelc YouTube channel. I'm your host for this video, Reverend Zabel of the St. John's Evangelical Lutheran Church located in Dalby, Queensland, Australia, a member congregation of the Confessional Orthodox Evangelical Lutheran Communion, or coelc for short. And today I'm actually addressing a question that was sent in to me. The question is, are Christians allowed to use lingerie for sexual intercourse? And if so, to what extent? And I just want to finish off by saying, normally people do feel rather kind of, embarrassed and shy about talking about, sexual content. But the thing is, we do need to talk about this stuff because it is something that is part of God's good creation. And the important part is that we don't shy away from the actual biblical sexuality that God has given us. This has actually been something that I complain about our current culture, where people are so kind of squeamish to talk about like the medical, relational side of sex. And yet, you go anywhere, movies, culture, people on the street, in which people talk about like the most kind of disgusting taboo things ever. Like, people don't want to talk about the actual things we should talk about sex. Those things like, oh no, you can't talk about that. But then when it comes to just like, talking about, did this and did that and touched this and touched that and looked at this, and people have no filter then. And the thing is, it's actually backwards. Our culture, when it comes to sexuality, doesn't want to talk about the things we should talk about, and yet has no filter and no concern about talking about the things that should be kept private. So I just wanted to put this out there as a bit of an end of going. This is probably one of the kind of first questions I've had sent to me that kind of really addresses, this particular topic. I think people can sometimes be squeamish about, oh, should I be allowed to ask that question? Oh, can I talk about that? Can Pastor Jake talk about that? The answer is yes, I can, and yes, we should. And if you've got questions like that, I'm happy to talk about them. As long as we keep them appropriate and that, we're talking about things that God wants us to talk about. Things that are honoring the institute of sexual intercourse between a husband and wife. As long as it's honoring the institution, I think not only can we, but we should definitely talk about this stuff. So, yeah. I'm not sure how many of these types of videos I will do. That depends on how many questions you guys want to send me. But I'll get back to you whenever. Thank you for watching. I've been your host, Reverend Jake Zabel. Goodbye and God bless.